Hi everybody, it is American Heart Month and it is time for us to go red for women. I'm Allie Bradley with Q13 Fox and we are proud to support our local American Heart Association and your health. This is our very first Red Talk, a conversation about your brain and heart health. And together we're going to talk about what you need to know when it comes to National Wear Red Day, as well as Go Red for Women in February. So National Wear Red Day is actually this Friday. Start to expect to see landmarks lighting up in red as early as Thursday. And then here at Q13, my colleagues and I, we're going to be wearing pins like this, these red dress pins. That's how we're going to express our support here. And so are news anchors across the country. We're going to be seeing them going red as well. And of course, that means we want to see you. We want to see your pets. We want to see your husband, your family members, all dressed up in red. We want to see that support and we want to share that support. It really helps get the conversation going, and then it gives you an opportunity to explain why you chose to wear red as well. So later in this Red Talk, we're going to be talking about fun and creative ways that you can really celebrate Wear Red Day and Heart Month. But first, why do we go red? Now, the price of being a woman when it comes to cardiovascular disease is high. 1 in 3 women dies from it. And despite the COVID-19 pandemic and the impacts that we've really seen it having, cardiovascular disease remains the #1 killer in both the United States and worldwide. So there really is an urgent need right now to ensure all women have a positive and healthy lifestyle, and the people that they care for do as well. And really, it starts with you. Live fierce, drive change. Together, we can fight the #1 killer of women. Together, we can make a change. Together, we can go red for women. So you might be wondering, how can you bolster your heart health? How can we get going right now? Well, Dr. Susie Wu is breaking down how we can get started.
Hi, I'm Dr. Susie Wu. Go Red for Women is a critically important movement because cardiovascular disease is the biggest health threat to women. It's not just a problem for older people. In fact, research shows that heart attacks are on the rise in young women. Women who are Black or Hispanic are also disproportionately impacted. But what you should know is this: nearly 80% of cardiac events can be prevented with lifestyle choices or medications. So the best thing we can do is to make healthy choices every day, because small changes can have a big impact in our heart health and our quality of life. Here are 3 things you should do. Number 1, stay active. If you don't use it, you will lose it. So the American Heart Association recommends 150 minutes of moderate physical activity every week. That's 30 minutes, 5 days a week, and it can be as simple as walking. But know that even 5 or 10 minutes of daily exercise can decrease your risk of dying. Number 2, eat smart. Your body needs nutritious food for fuel, so focus on eating a variety of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, lean protein, low-fat dairy, and healthy fats. You want to limit trans fat, saturated fat, too much sodium, and processed foods. Last but not least, know your numbers. We can only change those risk factors that we're aware of. Every adult over the age of 20 should be screened for key health numbers that can identify if you're at risk. That includes a cholesterol panel with the total cholesterol, HDL, and LDL, which is your good and bad cholesterol, your blood pressure, your blood sugar to screen for diabetes, and your body mass index. Discuss these numbers with your healthcare provider, as well as any other additional risk factors you might have, such as a family history of heart disease. And you can come up with a plan together to see if you need any further interventions or evaluation.
Gosh, Dr. Susie Wu, thank you so very much. That was some really, really good information. I feel empowered. Do you? So this year's theme for Go Red for Women is actually Live Fierce. So commit to small things, making tiny progress every day. That's a huge victory as well. Channel that inner fierce being, channel that inner peace, whatever's going to get you motivated here for your health. And hey, we really want to help you out with that movement and that journey that you're going to be on. So all you have to do is follow the Live Fierce countdown calendar. It begins on February 4th. You can find it on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook here. It's going to go all the way until February 24th. You can find tips, you can find empowering quotes. You can find testimonials, different things like that that are really going to spark that fire for you. Now, February 24th, that day is the Live Fierce Go Red digital experience. And it's a really good way to stay informed, to get new information, and to really connect about heart disease and support the Go Red for Women movement as well. And yeah, I know you want to hear more about Wear Red Day. Okay, I showed you my pin, so we're going to hand it over to Brooke now. Take it away.
Hey, it's Brooke from Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5 and I'm ready to live fierce and wear red. Yes, can't you tell? It's very fierce. I know. I want to know if you are. Wear Red Day is coming up and it gives us all an opportunity to give back, which is awesome. And of course, you want to wear red on Wear Red Day, hence the name. But also there's other ways that you can help. Of course, share that selfie of you wearing red and tell everybody why it matters to you. What does heart health mean and how has it affected your family, okay? What changes are you making this year? Use the hashtags and don't forget to tag American Heart WA, okay? That's at American Heart WA. Oh, and we got a fun surprise scheduled this year. This is gonna be great because the American Heart Association has set up a special virtual selfie booth. Yes, your face in a booth. It's gonna be awesome. All you need is a phone, a tablet, a computer with a camera, okay? And then we got you covered. Look for the link later this week on social media, okay? And we need you to tell your neighbors about Wear Red Day. We've got to spread the word to make sure everyone's heart is healthy. All you need to do is download and print this window sign and turn your whole block red. You can find it on the American Heart Association website. I can't wait to see all of your pictures of you wearing red. You're gonna look fantastic. I just know it. But remember, it's not just Wear Red Day, it's Wear Red and Give. So here's how you can donate.
Hello, I'm Claire Verity. Go Red for Women is a cause that is very important to me. About 10 years ago, before shoulder surgery, I was going through my pre-op exam and my doctor asked me if I had any heart issues, and I said no, I've never had anything, and was living and still live a very active life, running, skiing, horseback riding. But I did have a slight heart flutter, and I mentioned that during the exam, and of course everything shut down at that point, and they diagnosed me with something called supraventricular tachycardia. Fortunately, it's been relatively benign for me, but had I not said something, it could have had a much different outcome. Heart disease remains the #1 cause of death, not only in the United States, but worldwide. On behalf of the American Heart Association, I ask all of you on February 5th to wear red. If you can, please make a contribution for Go Red for Women. Do it not only for yourself, but the women in our lives, for the representation in heart research, and for science to help all of us win the fight against heart disease and stroke. There are many ways to give this February. It's a fabulous month. So get a pen and paper ready and I'm going to give you some information. You can host your own fundraiser. Visit wearredday.org. That's wearredday.org. And you can develop your own fundraiser or contribute to a colleague who has a fundraising effort already established. Instructions are available on the website. You can also use your smartphone to make a donation. Text the word Live Fierce WA, Live Fierce WA to 41444. Super easy. And finally, I'm very excited about February 24th, where we will have Live Fierce Go Red for Women, the digital experience. During this program, formerly the Go Red for Women Luncheon, we will have the opportunity to make meaningful contribution. We will also hear from great speakers, including a young woman who, despite very active lifestyle, experienced heart disease. You're going to meet her and listen to a panel discussion about health disparities and inequities brought on by gender, race, and the many circumstances that affect our ability to live the best of health, including our zip code. To join us, visit SeattleGoRedLuncheon.org. That's SeattleGoRedLuncheon.org. And on that website, you can register and attend and also make a donation if you're able to. We can't wait to see everyone in red on February 5th. Thank you for supporting Go Red for Women.
Now you know how you can take action on Wear Red Day. But that is not all, okay? We have a lot of exciting things planned for February, and I happen to have them right here, okay? The Live Fierce Go Red countdown calendar. This is awesome to be part of. It starts February 4th. It's like an advent calendar, but for a better, healthier heart. So every day, the American Heart Association will post tips and inspiration on social media, and then you, finishing on February 24th, get to celebrate that you spent a whole month living fierce and Go Red. It's a whole digital experience. It's great. And of course, if you don't want to travel for the Go Red for Women luncheon, you don't have to this year. This year, the local American Heart Association will host a digital experience. It's going to be called Live Fierce, Go Red. I love it. Okay, you can sign up now, join us online. It'll be a great time. Plus, we're going to have panel discussions about health disparities and something new, breakout sessions, which is going to be really eye-opening, I feel like. So you can make a donation on the website when you register or during the online event, of course. Yeah. And then I just want to say, more than anything, it's not even on here. Thank you. Thank you for supporting Red. Thank you for supporting the American Heart Association. And remember to live fierce and go Red.